Hi folks, how are you doing? Welcome to a new video. There's no escape. No matter where you run, you always come back here. It is not painful, it's just sad. Human Centipede is a horror film that has become one of the world's banned films due to its unbearable sexual and violent scenes. If you want to see the story of this multi-part and extremely painful movie and analyze the character of the main characters together, subscribe to the channel and stay with me. The first film, released in 2009, explores themes of control, power, and obedience by depicting a man who captures and surgically attaches people to each other to form a human centipede. This act can be seen as an extreme example of punishment or retribution, whereby those deemed wrongful must suffer a fate worse than death. From a psychological perspective, the protagonist's desire to control his subjects may stem from feeling of inferiority or powerlessness in real life. His ability to turn others into helpless playthings gives him a sense of authority and mastery that he lacks in other areas of his life. Furthermore, the idea of using pain and suffering as a tool for correction or rehabilitation raises questions about moral ambiguity and the nature of justice. In contrast, the second film, released in 2011, takes a darker and more surreal approach to the same concepts. In this film, there is a new hero named Lawrence of Harvey who has been mocked and abused by his father since childhood. After seeing the first series of the movie The Human Centipede and the actions of Dr. Heather, he decides to make the Human Centipede this time with 12 people, including Ashlyn Yenny. He's also an actor in the first series of the movie. His motivation seems to be revenge against those who had wronged and mocked him, but it also contains a twisted sense of self-discovery and transformation. This film can be interpreted as an exploration of the boundaries of identity and autonomy, where the boundaries between self and others blur and merge. Lawrence's action may reflect a deep fear of losing himself or wallowing in anger and resentment. On the other hand, his willingness to sacrifice his body parts in order to create a new life may be a form of rebirth or resurrection. All in all, both films raises proactive questions about the nature of power, control, and obedience, as well as the relationship between individual identity and collective responsibility. They change conventional notions of morality and ethics and advise us to confront our darkest impulses and fears. In addition, Human Centipede films deal with topics such as satisfaction, harm, and the nature of pleasure and pain. For example, in the first film, the victims are initially relaxed and unaware of what is happening to them until they feel the excruciating pain of being attached to each other. Their lack of agency and choice adds another layer of complexity to the situation, as it blurs the line between punishment and abuse. Similarly, in the second film, Lawrence's action involved considerable harm and manipulation of his subjects, raising the question of whether he can really justify his methods in the name of personal growth or redemption. Furthermore, the use of grotesque imagery and graphic violence in films serves as a powerful reminder of the ways in which social norms and values shape our perception of what is acceptable and desirable. By pushing these boundaries, film challenges us to see how far we are willing to go to achieve our goals and what consequences we may face if we cross certain lines. At the same time, they also highlight the resilience and adaptability of the human spirit, as the characters find creative ways to survive and thrive even in the most extreme circumstances. Of course, these interpretations are only one way to understand the Human Centipede films, and there may be other valid points of view. Ultimately, what is important is that the films continue to provoke thought and debate on important moral and social issues, while also providing moments of shock and awe that leave viewers breathless. This movie has 3 parts, all the scenes of which are extremely hurtful and show that the author of this movie has a very abusive brain. Because even imagining this level of violence and revenge and hurting others is not normal. If you saw this movie, tell me in the comments how you felt when you saw it. If you haven't seen it, I don't recommend it at all, because it won't leave your mind for a long time. Okay guys, Thank you for being with us so far. To see the rest of the analysis, visit our channel. I'm sure you won't regret it. See you soon.